Hi guys, welcome. We're going to get started here in about 2 minutes. Where's everyone joining from today? We'd love to see the locations in the chat if you're able to. It looks like we got Denver, Colorado, Toronto, Covington, Toronto again. We're big fans of Toronto here at Hopskip.
Anyone else in Boston, like me, Boston area, dealing with the frigid cold?
Vancouver for Hawaii. Montreal. Canada's in the house. Nice. Another couple of Canadian folks. Awesome.
Kate, does that make you so proud to have so many Canadian customers here with us today?
For those
Kate
of you guys that are just joining, we're going to get started in about 1 minute, letting folks get settled here and we'll get rolling. We got India, Louisiana, Portugal. Nice. International representation.
Nice. Dove Mountain in Tucson is beautiful.
I'm just going to say, I don't know that. I don't know Dove Mountain. Tucson's beautiful in general. Mesa. Another beautiful AZ spot. Any Scottsdale folks? And we got the trifecta. Kiowa Island.
Hey, Mary.
All right, guys, we're going to get started here in about 30 seconds. We want to respect everybody's time. So great to see so many familiar names as well. All right. We know everyone's busy, so let's get rolling. Firstly, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. Can't believe it. We're really excited to host today's webinar. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sean. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of Hopskip. And this is my teammate, April Martz. She's the product manager of Hopskip. And today, our goal is to provide you, provide you some updates on some of the recent feature enhancements or releases that we've made on the platform for both planners and hotels. So today's webinar, we definitely want it to be collaborative. April's going to walk you through those features for both sides of the platform. And one of our goals, and it always has been our goal, is to make sure we're providing that connection between planners and hotels. We know this industry is very relationship driven, and our goal at Hopskip is to not get in the way of any of those relationships. It's to streamline that connection between planners, hotels, DMOs, NSOs, and affiliates. On top of that, what's super important to us at Hopskip is to make sure both sides of the platform have visibility on what the other side experiences. So as you kind of are going through the webinar today, and if you're a planner and we're presenting the hotel side, please jump in the chat if you see something that's interesting or you have questions on. This is something that we're going to continue to kind of roll out. So we welcome any feedback as we progress through the webinar. I'm gonna quickly just cover what's on today's demo and what's not, because like I said, we're not going to walk through an in-depth demo. We're not going to hit the entire platform. We're going to go over some of the most recent releases to give you guys an idea of what we've been building. So we're going to cover how search has been improved from an experience standpoint, where planners are searching, discovering hotels, some of the enhancements we made there. We're also going to show you a new section of the proposal details that planners view when receiving proposals from hotels around room blocks and financials with the guest rooms. We're going to cover 4 different dashboards on the hotel side and go over some of the new analytics that we've recently launched for hoteliers. We're also going to show on the planner side some of the recent enhancements we made to our PowerPoint proposal presentation that planners are able to download once they receive proposals from hotels. And a couple other little surprises that I will let April demo and walk through as we hit it off. So I'm going to pass it over to April here in a moment. But first, we're going to launch a poll because we want to understand who's in the audience today. So if you could please note your role, also your biggest pain point or challenge that you're experiencing in today's world of hotel sourcing, and also how often do you use Hopskip? Because we know that there's definitely some familiar names, and I'm sure that there's some folks that maybe have just used Hopskip for the first time recently. So you should have those polls in front of you. Looks like most of the audience is about 70% hotels, 30% planners. Looks like, oh, great. We got some engaged Hopskip users here. So everyone is responding now on that. It looks like the biggest chunk is weekly. They're using Hopskip, and monthly looks like it's neck and neck. And we have 17% that are new to Hopskip. Well, welcome. And then the biggest pain point that users are experiencing today is still coming in. So just give me a minute here. It looks like something else, or
Creating proposals, maybe.
Yeah, creating proposals. So great. We have some updates on that as well. And keep the feedback coming. Last couple polls here are not actually until later in the demo. So I think we're good to go, April.
Cool. All right, well, I'll let you keep sharing, Sean. Hi, everybody, and Happy New Year, as Sean said. It's so great to see all of you here today. I definitely recognize a couple names, but hello and nice to meet you for those that I haven't spoken to before. So again, as Sean just showed us, we're going to have a few specific focus areas today. But if you see anything as we're going through this that you aren't familiar with or you want to learn more about, please feel free to reach out to us at any time. We're always happy to give a more personalized walkthrough or a set of time to go over a personal account review with you. So just let us know. So the first update we're going to highlight today are the report dashboards for our premium hotelier users. These 4 report pages got a major facelift and several functional improvements in Q4. So paid hoteliers will now see these dashboards broken out as sales performance, turned down, lost, and comp set. So starting with the sales performance page, this dashboard focuses on your total opportunity value. You'll see an opportunity to bookings won pipeline, as well as summary metrics here, including your win rate and ADR. And when you scroll down, you'll see a similar opportunities table as before, with the option to toggle to won bookings. The next paid hotel reporting dashboard is for turned down bookings. These are your turned down opportunities. These and your lost opportunities have now been split up into their own pages for more effective analysis. So on the turn down tab, you'll see a summary of primary reasons your team has turned down bookings, as well as a revenue impact summary for that turned down business. And you'll find the same data tables here for opportunities turned down by team member and details for each of those bookings. Moving down next to the lost opportunities dashboard. So this page now provides you with much more valuable insight into why bookings were not awarded to your property. You'll see this new section for winning hotel advantages, which is exactly what it sounds like. For hotels that have won bookings over you, what advantages did they have in the proposals that they offered? The goal here is to help you, of course, be more competitive among planners and ultimately help you win more bookings on Hopskip. The winning hotel advantages section includes proposal insights on room nights and rates, winning hotel types, concessions offered by count and average value, and amenities missing from your hotel profile on Hopskip. So for these amenities, Even though you may offer these amenities on your property, this just means they're not currently included in your hotel profile. And we're actually going to touch on the hotel profile options here in a few minutes. Same thing with the data tables here. You still have the table at the bottom for those lost opportunities by team member and then detailed info about each lost RFP. Lastly, within these premium hotelier report pages is an updated comp set dashboard. So this page was redesigned to make these quick glance metrics at the top more prominent. These comparison metrics show you data points for your property versus the average data points among the hotels that you've indicated in your comp set. So you'll see these comparisons for average awarded booking value, average room nights offered, and average of ADRs proposed. Then you can easily see in the middle here which group types, event types, and industry types are being requested among your comp set. And then as Sean's scrolling down, you're going to see a much cleaner data table here for your comp set. You can click on any column header to sort the table by that data point, so you can see which hotels in your comp set are highest or lowest for each field. Additionally, in that top right corner, you can toggle to see this data table only for hotels in your same market or only for hotels outside of your market. We know that for many of you, many hotels, it's totally common practice to add hotels to your comp set that are in similar but different towns or markets. And sometimes you want to separately see how you're stacking up inside versus outside of your direct market. So for our paid hoteliers, feel free to put questions in the chat here about these pages or send our support team an email. If you'd like any personalized assistance going over these, we're always more than happy to do that.
And that's a good call, April. We should also call out for the hoteliers that are free users of Hopskips. So we have a free and a premium version of Hopskip for hotels, free for hotels to receive RFPs, to respond to RFPs, and to win bookings. Hopskip does not charge a booking fee or commission. It's 100% free to be listed and to generate business on Hopskip. On the premium version of Hopskip, hotels unlock certain features, such as what April's going over right now, these 4 analytical dashboards. And part of that feature package, that, like April mentioned, is the ability to document your comp set. So these dashboards might be blurry for some of you. And if you're interested, in understanding it more, as April mentioned, just feel free to reach out and we're happy to give you a walkthrough there.
Yeah, for sure. Before we move on to the next thing, I just want to make a quick side note because I'm seeing this in the chat and some of the polls from our hoteliers regarding the proposal builder and building proposals and that whole workflow on Hopskip. We are currently reevaluating how we can improve that. That's something that we want to be starting the design process and development for. We definitely have heard a lot of feedback that building proposals isn't as straightforward or quick as it could be. So thank you for that feedback, and just know that it is definitely on our list to start development soon on.
Well said.
All right, so we're going to stick with our hoteliers. And as I mentioned a few minutes ago, we're going to look at a small addition to the hotel profiles in Hopskip, which does apply to all of our hotel customers, both with free accounts and premium subscriptions like Sean was just talking about. This is just another tool we're providing to help make your hotel as competitive as possible among planners and win more bookings. If you want to go to the dashboard for just a second, Sean, I'll point that out first. So when you log in and land on your Hopskip dashboard, you'll now see a banner across the top indicating your hotel profile completeness. This banner will say needs work, making progress, or great job, pretty simple. And then when you click this banner, as Sean's showing you, you'll be taken to your hotel profile page. As you click into the tabs for location, description, features, etc., you'll see any incomplete fields called out specifically for you to fill in. As you fill in these details, you'll see the progress bar at the top automatically update and go to the next stage of completeness. For our hoteliers that have multiple properties on Hopskip, you'll see progress bars for each location you have access to update. So just know that that will be split out per property. And the reason this matters, the reason that we're even bringing more awareness to your hotel profile is because this impacts where your hotel may appear in search results for planners and Hopskip. Hotels that provide more detail here and have a more complete profile are going to be listed higher than hotels with minimal bare bones info and are probably more likely to be selected for an RFP. Now, Hopskip does automatically pull in some basic info from the web about your property, and our Hopskip database automatically syncs online to populate some high-level fields, but it is really up to each hotel to make their profile on Hopskip as robust as possible. If you're not sure how to manage or add your hotel profile, I think Kate's got a link to a help article here in the chat that can give you some more guidance. All right, so let's go ahead and switch user roles, Sean.
All right.
So I think let's do the PowerPoint next.
Give me one.
So we're going to shift user roles now, which Sean's going to do on his screen. We're going to highlight a few updates for our planner customers. And the first one is mostly cosmetic planners. I think most of you have already explored this, but we did update the template for the presentation report in Q4. And those updates were based on feedback from all of you collected over time.
So let me pop one of those open.
Cool.
So in April, do you want to maybe tell the planners, just for some of them that might be new, on how to access or get to the PowerPoint?
Yeah, definitely. So for planners, once you have built an RFP and submitted it off to hotels, and once you started receiving proposals back from hotels, the presentation tool is a really quick and clean and easy way for you to share this information with your client and help inform a decision. I would say, based on our planner feedback, if you haven't seen this report, this is like one of the 2 favorite things that planners love about Hopskip. It's a super high impact tool on the site. And this is, you can get to this here on the reports tab within an RFP, as Sean is showing now.
I am opening it up.
Cool.
As we speak. It's just popping up on the other screen. Give me a sec here.
Awesome. So as you're opening that, Sean, so just to kind of start going over what's changed in this template. So this new template includes more images of each hotel that's in this report. And as you can see, just a much cleaner and more modern layout. It's overall, the goal was to make it a more polished deck that you can feel confident as a planner in reviewing with your clients. Now, of course, we've already gotten some notes about what could still change in this new version or what could be more like the previous version, and totally heard, we totally hear that. And we are already thinking about the next round of improvements for this. Like I said, we know that this report is one of our planners' most loved things about Hopskip, and we love that. And we plan to make continuous improvements to always keep making it better.
That's right.
All right, so going back to the app here, next up for planners is a new tab within each proposal that you receive and review. This is something new that was also requested in one way or another by several of our planners.
Right, let's go to
Got a good one all pulled up here. There you go. So once a hotel submits a proposal for an RFP in Hopskip, and you as a planner navigate to either your proposal tracker or proposal dashboard, and you click to view the proposal, you'll now see a room blocks tab. And this is going to provide a more detailed breakdown of proposed room rates by day, by type. Now you still have that same data table on the financials tab, which is on this page Sean is showing. And the financials tab will still show you info like attrition and specific fees. But on this new tab, you can quickly see some summary data up there at the top, like total room nights proposed, the rate range, and the highest and lowest date ranges proposed here. Below that, you have this new table that shows each day in the room block. And this table can be toggled on the top right to show rates per day, room types per day, or a combination of both. And you can view this table for any date range offered in the proposal. Again, this was a frequent request from our fabulous planner user base that was released in Q4.
Awesome.
Right.
Looks like we're getting some good feedback on that. Glad to hear that.
Fantastic. All right, so the last update we'll be covering today is actually getting released next week on January 14th. And that release is for the new search interface and improved search experience for planners. We're very excited. Now, although this search predominantly benefits planners and it will make it, of course, easier and faster for you all to search for hotels to add to an RFP, this does also affect our hotelier customers because we're highlighting more hotels in more places. We want to give planners more tools to discover more hotels, but of course, we also want to make hotels more discoverable. So planners, when you open up an RFP, if you want to go to request details, Sean, you'll still want to fill in as many RFP details as possible, just like you always have. It's the same existing flow here for things like general info, dates, room block needs, meeting space needs, program info, all those tabs you're used to seeing. Once you've completed your RFP details, move down to the existing hotel preferences tab. Now, usually this is where you would indicate any preferences that you want to be visible to your supporting industry contacts so that they can suggest good fit hotels based on this info. With the updated search experience, there's going to be a new way these preferences can be used. So you're going to want to make sure that you fill in this page. So you have preferred service level, rating, chains, and locations. Then after that, you'll still go to the same Add Hotels tab, but this page has really been updated to better serve you all. So when you first land on this page for an RFP, you're now going to see all of these recently active hotels. These are hotels in the last 24 hours who have won a booking, submitted a proposal, updated their profile, etc. Anything to indicate that they are active in Hopskip and may be more likely to respond to your RFP more quickly. And we'll go over these new card designs in more detail in just a couple minutes. So at the top of this search page, you're going to see 3 key search inputs for location, guest rooms, and meeting space. You'll still type in a city or market to search for, and then you can easily add a min and max guest room count. There you go. And you can also add total meeting space, total meeting rooms, and largest meeting space needed for this RFP. Now, these filters exist in the current search layout, but we've just made it much faster to get to. Above that,
Oops.
There you go. So above those search filters, you still have your toggles for list view and map view. And then you have this new button to apply RFP criteria. When you click this button, those details from your RFP builder, as well as that info from the hotel preferences tab, will automatically be applied as filters to your search. You will no longer need to manually go into your filters drawer and apply all those individually, which is going to save you a ton of time and a ton of sifting through search results. Now, as Sean is showing you here, if you want to manipulate those filters or add or remove filters from your search, you can still absolutely do that here in the filters drawer at any time. You'll notice this has also been updated just for a better flow and design experience. You can mess around with those filters however you'd like, and then you can save or close. Moving down here just a little bit, we've updated the layout of the results themselves to make it easier for you. Instead of one static primary image, you now have a carousel of 4 images for each hotel that you can arrow through. And hoteliers, these images can be added or reordered in your hotel profile. Below the hotel name and address, you have some key info for guest rooms, total meeting rooms, total meeting space, and largest meeting space. This plus button that Sean's going to show you in the top right corner is a new shortcut for you to add this hotel to your RFP right from this page. If you click anywhere in this hotel card, you'll be taken to the full hotel description that you're used to seeing with all the info from the hotel profile displayed here for you to review. And then clicking the arrow in the top left will take you back to the add hotels page to keep searching and to keep adding. Sean, anything to add else about the search?
The only thing, I think you hit everything. The only thing that we should probably just call out for the folks that might not have noticed this is this view added hotels. So you're now able to see in a side drawer without having to go to the send RFP tab to understand what hotels have already been added. So just clicking that button will pop open this. You can remove any right from the side drawer. You'll see the number of hotels in total that have been added. And you could just X out of here to go right back to search instead of having to jump down to this tab just to view what those are. And I think you hit everything else, April. Cool. Search, like April said, is definitely something that we are very invested in improving, doing a lot of work behind the scenes currently to continue improving it. So we really welcome planners and hoteliers' feedback because, as April mentioned, she hit the nail on the head. It's super important to us to be able to provide a value-added search experience to make hotels more discoverable for planners and to make planners' search experience more seamless to be able to discover those hotels that are best fit for their event. So thank you for everyone who's provided us feedback to date on search. It's only going to get better, and we have some big things in store for this year with it.
Yeah, and I'll just add, piggybacking off of Sean's comments about search, our hotel database is constantly expanding and updating. And one of the things we're doing behind the scenes, just so hotels and planners know, is to continuously update the database to make sure that we have as many hotels possible and as updated as information, those high-level fields about hotels as possible. So planners know that, we're constantly trying to keep that database really fresh for all of you.
And we got some questions that are popping into the chat right now. Will you add anything in the hotel profiles where we can see the contact name and email? So I would probably need to understand that one a little bit better, Giselle, because you should be able to, when hoteliers submit proposals, enter their contact information. But I think what you might be implying is actually during the search experience to be able to understand the hotel contact's name. That's definitely before they submit the proposal. Okay, so you confirmed. Well, you can actually see once a hotelier opens an RFP that they receive from a planner on Hopskip, the contact on the hotel side who opened the RFP, their name and email will be displayed. However, what's not currently happening is we don't necessarily display the hotel contact's name in the search results. So like if you were to click on this hotel, let me X out of here. Oops. If you were to click into this hotel and see the details, we don't list the hotelier contact information on the back of the hotel details, which is something I think Cvent does. One of the reasons why we don't is because we know that contact might not always be applicable for that given RFP, since some hotel sales teams, have specific focuses on a specific segment or event type. Now, that's not to say we can't, explore that in the future, though. So I appreciate the question.
Yeah, same here. Those are really the highlights that we did want to cover with everybody today. We would love to hear from any and all of you, with feedback about these updates and releases. So we always appreciate your input. We'd love to hear back from you. I know we didn't really need the full hour today, but we will stay on for a few minutes to answer any questions, any other questions you may have. If you have to jump off, feel free. And just as a reminder as well, that our terrific support team is here to help at any time, and there's lots of help articles they can share with you as well. If you have any questions about these new features, or again, if you would like some personalized assistance using the system at all, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to assist. But for now, feel free to put any questions in the chat that we can answer here for you.
Awesome. And just to make sure everyone knows, April, I'm so glad you brought that up. Reaching out to support on Hopskip, as April mentioned, we're very proud of our customer support and service, and our support team does a stellar job. All you have to do is click this little circle in the bottom right corner of the screen. Oops. And then from here, you can literally connect with a real Hopskip team member pretty much in real time. Our response time is under a minute, and it's not AI or a bot. It's a real teammate willing and able to help and ready to support you. So please don't hesitate to reach out again. Like as April mentioned, if you need a refresher, if you're new to Hopskip, our goal is to make you successful using our platform. Awesome. We appreciate everybody's time today, and we got a lot of great interest for this webinar. So it's something we're going to be continuing to do throughout the year. As April mentioned, we're all about feedback at Hopskip. Please don't hesitate to reach out with the good, bad, and ugly. And we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Enjoy your weekend.
Have a good weekend.